Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn GIS Easily. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to download satellites or raster images using Google Earth Pro step by step. This process is very useful in GIS projects, mapping, georeferencing, digitizing, and spatial analysis. If you're a beginner, don't worry, I will explain everything in a simple and practical way so you can follow along easily. If you find this video helpful, kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel for more GIS tutorial. Let's get started. So this is Google Earth Pro interface. This is Google Earth Pro interface. Before you do anything, you have to set up the coordinates. So the coordinates, we have two types of coordinates. We have projected coordinates and geographic coordinates. So in this situation, so look at this. Before I talk on projected coordinate and geographic coordinates, I want us to look at this. We have some continents here. So this is Africa. We have some. So you can play around it. So let's go back to the setting up of our coordinates. So before you download any raster image, make sure you set up your coordinates. So the first thing is to go to Tools, Options, then you come to Universal Transverse Mercator. So if you are just open Google Earth Pro for the first time, what you are going to see is decimal degree. So we are using UTM, which is Universal Transverse Mercator. So this is Universal Transverse. Let's say I'm using decimal degree. I apply. If you look at this, if you look at the bottom of my PC here, you'll be seeing degree, which is geographic. But I'm using UTM, Universal Transverse Mercator. So the coordinates. So apply. When I apply, I'm going to see easting and northern. So click on OK. So when you are done with that one, you now search the location. So we have the study area, our area of interest in this tutorial. It will be based on Elisha. I'll be using Elisha as my study area. Elisha in Nigeria, I'll be using it as my study area. So you can use any. If you want to download any raster image, you can just search, come to search and search anything, type anything. Maybe you can type where you are staying, location of where you are right now, you can type it. So now I'm going to use Elisha. So type in Elisha. So that's the beauty of Google Earth Pro. So that's Elisha. Can you see? So let me zoom in. By zooming in, you press R. If you notice that the image is not vertically oriented, pressing R is to make the raster image to be vertically oriented. So from here, the raster image, I explained the meaning of raster image in my first video, Introduction to GIS and ArcGIS. So you can search on my YouTube channel and try to watch the video. There I explained raster image, raster, I explained vector data. Try to watch the YouTube. So the raster image, I said raster image, they are actually image represented in form of grid, that is picture elements. They are in form of rows and columns. Let's say I zoom in. Let's say I'm zooming in. So this is what we call raster image. You are going to be seeing a rectangle that is being arranged in rows and columns when you zoom in. So this is the azimuth. Cannot go further. So let me go back to the raster image. So this is the location I want to work on. I will capture this river. So I want to download the raster image. Before you download raster image, you have to pick a minimum of at least 4 control points. That is, you want to georeference, you have to pick at least 4 control points. Some people use 3, but the best is to use 4 control points. Use 4 control points. the one like in form of picking 4 control points. The GCP, you click on add place map. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to take it to this place, the 4 corner. So this image is not georeferenced because the importance of picking 4 control points, I'm going to be explaining it in my next video. If you want to georeference, you need a minimum of 4 control points. So the first control point, I'll be naming it A, or let me name it 1 point. Let me name it point 1. Let me name it point. I'll name it point 1 as point 1. So we are going to be needing this coordinate. So let me screenshot. We'll be needing it. So I will screenshot it. Then you save it as, I'll save it as Elisha point. As Elisha point 1. So this is the first point. So I'll click on OK. So I've named it. Can you see point 1? So I'll pick another point. Point 2. Pick another point. I'll call it point 2. I'll call it point 2. I'll call it point 2. I'll take another screenshot. So I'm moving in a clockwise direction. Do another screenshot. Let me retake it. Point 2. So name it point 2. I'll be taking another screenshot. This is point 2. Just name it as point 2. Let me cancel. So this point 2, let me try to move it to this place, the 4 corner. So this one is here. So this one will be here. So the coordinates will change. So I'll be taking the screenshot again. I'll be taking the screenshot again. I'll be taking the screenshot again. So I will name it as a new point. New point 2. So I'll click on OK. So we pick point 3 now. So I'm picking my point 3. Just point 3 at the, so that's point 3. This is my point 3. Then you name it as well as point. then we take the screenshots. This is a screenshot of point 0. And click on OK. So the next thing is to pick the last point, place it at the four corner. So if you notice I'm moving in a clockwise direction, so try to move in a clockwise direction. So I'll name it as my point. So that's my point 4. So let me screenshot the point 4 again. So this point 4. Point 4. So that's point 4. Point 4. So when you are done, when you've picked the 4 points, so the next thing is to come to save image. So to save this image, you come to save image. So in this save image, we are going to remove the legend, because if you look at this image, we have legend, we have the Elisha, the place mark, we have nodding, we have the scale bar, which is 1 kilometer. So from here now, we want to remove the raster image to make it pure raster image. So I'll come to this place, I'll remove the title, I remove the legend, I remove the scale, I remove the compass. So when you are done, now come to resolution. So this resolution I'm going to take maximum resolution. So when you are done, so can you see the color? I'm using this first color. You don't need to change it. Can you see the difference? So I'm using this one. So now come to save image. So where do you want to save your image? So let me save my image in one of these. Let me save it here. Let me save it here. Raster. If I saw, I will be using raster image Elisha. Know where you save your raster image. So when you just click on save, then you wait. So this image is being prepared. This may take a minute. So it may actually take a minute. You calm down, let it download. So that's 75%. The image is still coming. So the image has already downloaded. How do you know that the image has been downloaded? You come to our file, then you save it as new GIS work. So I name it as Raster. Name it as Raster image leaf. So this is it. So that's it. So that's all for today's tutorial. So by now you should be able to download satellite images successfully using Google Earth Pro for your GIS project. and analysis. So in the next tutorial, we'll continue by learning how to georeference the downloaded image in ArcMap step by step. If you find this video helpful, kindly like, subscribe, and turn on notification so you don't miss upcoming GIS tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.